really would appreciate it if we could talk about something else because I've asked you 3 times now, and I'm trying to be nice about it.
You should be at this point, he should be respectful and be like, "You're right." How's it going, YouTube? Most importantly, how's it going, Swifties? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I am Stilo, the one and only. Could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. So for that, I'm going to give you a genuine and great reaction now. From time to time, I tend to do Taylor Swift content, Swiftie content for the Swifties, due to my appreciation for them supporting me when my channel was getting off the ground. So this is my way of giving back. You know, some people watch them, some people don't. You know, it's for you. Whoever watches these, I appreciate you if you're a Swiftie. And if you're not, you just like Taylor, we're just vibing, all right? Something new for the channel. Taylor Swift walks out of interviews, what I have been recommended to do. So we're going to get right into it, all right? So, never seen it. First time.
We don't.
Horrible.
Hello?
You must have said some really rude things to make anyone walk out, right? A professional who's been, you know, has to do this for a press run, for the label, for, you know, for your album, whatever, to promote something, right? You have to do a radio run if you're an artist, if you're a major label artist, and independent too. But it's, you know, definitely customary for major label artists. So to make an artist who's obligated to do this radio run, and for Taylor, you know what I'm saying, her being a sweet person, you would have to, because I know she's very respectful and very kind, you would have to say some pretty rude things. So we're gonna see.
Hey, how's it going?
What's horrible? The traffic's horrible?
Yeah, it was like completely bottlenecked, touch and go traffic all the way here. I'm sorry.
That's all right. So, Taylor, now you live in Nashville? Did we lose her? Hello? Yeah, I heard a little bit of a I think we lost her. Who's messing with the board? That was shorter than the other. I didn't even ask about Kanye yet. I'm talking about Nashville traffic and they hung.
Oh, this is a train wreck. This is going to be a train wreck.
First Miley and now Taylor Swift hung up on you.
She didn't even give you the chance. She's like, all right, I'm walking out already. I'm like, is this it? I wonder if this is 35 seconds in.
She hangs up after 9.
They'll call us right back. You know what happened?
Hold on.
They patched her through.
Pick it up.
See if that's them.
Hello?
Is that them?
Probably just a call drop.
You dropped it, huh? Okay.
All right, here they are. I know they call right back.
That's crazy.
Hello?
He sounds like he's on bullshit, though, so.
Hello?
Hello?
I'm already not feeling this energy.
Taylor?
Hey, sorry.
All right, no problem. Don't touch the button on the phone again.
Oh, I didn't do anything.
I know the engineer probably did it. Anyway, Taylor, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
How's it going?
Great. So you're saying that Nashville traffic was a bear this morning?
It was not good at all. It was hard to get in here on time, so sorry, I apologize.
Yeah, it's not a problem. We're in the middle of our segment here. It's fine. And actually, you being just 9 minutes late is actually pretty good for celebrities. You're actually in the top, I think, you're in the upper percentile of actual celebrities that actually show up here.
I'm usually not late at all, though, so I'm sorry.
Nah, it's not a problem. Hey, listen, let's get the Kanye West thing out of the way here. You know, bottom line is, a lot of people that have not been exposed to your fabulous music. I'm not blowing smoke here. You're talented. You've proven yourself as a crossover artist. You know, you're not just a pretty face that goes into a studio and they need all kinds of, you know, harmonizers and tricks and overlays to make you sound good. I mean, you are a fabulous singer. You are a writer. You are a musician. You play. I mean, you do it all, and I have a lot of respect for that. But
Starting off good. So you had to have, this is 2 minutes. This is a 7-minute and 54-second clip. Within these 5 minutes, you had to have said some crazy shit. Excuse my language. You had to have said some crazy stuff for her to walk out, because you're on a great head start. This is you came out the gate with flattering compliments. You said everything that was true about her. She's a proven talented artist. She can songwrite. She can hold her own vocally. Let's see where it goes from here.
Kanye West incident, I think, has exposed you to a lot of folks that, believe it or not, didn't know about you, and now they're going to become fans.
Well, you I think that the outpouring of love is what I focus on about that whole thing. And, getting flowers from Janet Jackson was something I never thought would happen in my whole life. Things like just everybody supporting and showing love. It was really nice that people that I didn't even know people that I didn't even think knew who I was were out there having my back and being really very kind to me. So that was really a wonderful thing.
Now, you did not expect to win. I mean, there was shock, there was disbelief on your face. You won Best Female Video. You even said, once you had a chance to actually deliver your acceptance speech, which I thought Beyonce was very classy to then yield some time and bring you up and let you finish. I thought that was very classy. But you were really shocked. You didn't think you were going to win.
No. Not at all. I never presumed that I'm going to win anything. So
good attitude.
It was definitely a very exciting night.
So you're up on stage, and I listen, I hate to make you go through this again, but, our listeners want to know on our multiple stations.
Honestly, I just am trying not to make it into a bigger deal than it already is. It's kind of become more of a big deal than I ever thought it would be. So I just, it happened on TV, so everybody saw what happened. And, I just would like to maybe move on a little bit.
Did you think it was a scripted thing? Did you think that it was something that was set up?
That's that thing that David Letterman does when the guest is clearly uncomfortable and they're trying to change the subject and make it focus on music. That's the thing he does. He just keeps poking. And I understand from a ratings perspective or from the negativity in the bull sells faster than just having a great, humble exchange, sweet, informative. That type of journalism is pushed to the side. That type of radio that's pushed to the side. The sensationalism and all that type of stuff. Like it works in the radio host's benefit if you walk out of the interview. It really benefits because it's like, dang, what did he do he made this person walk out. Now that's your shtick. That's your thing. Like that. This is great this is terrible for Taylor. Not in the sense that it's going to hurt her reputation or anything like that, but it's like that was an unfavorable experience for her. But for him, it's like it's going to gain a certain type of viewership that it's like I made one of the biggest artists in the world on the planet walk out. The viewer is going to be like, or the listener in this speak because it's radio. I wonder what he's going to do next week. So it's rude, but I understand why some people have that type of personality.
There must have been disbelief.
I can see he's gonna keep poking.
You had to process what is happening here.
Well, I didn't know what to think, but I think that we should maybe talk about something else because I've talked about this, in one interview, and that was going to be it. And it's not something I feel like we need to keep talking about.
Oh, it's good for your career, though. I'm telling you, it's good for your career, though, because you are the hero here. He is the zero. And he did apologize. Do you feel like the apology was sincere?
I really would appreciate it if we could talk about something else because I've asked you 3 times now, and I'm trying to be nice about it.
You should be at this point, he should be respectful and be like, you're right. I've tried. At this point, he has a decision to make as a professional to say, do I keep trying? You've already tried it. It's not working. At this point, now you're in dangerous territory where you're gonna go for it. It's like I don't know if any of you guys watch football or it's like the 4th down. This is the Hail Mary play. I could get my moment or I could risk. I mean, either way, if you get her to walk out, that's a moment in itself. But it's like you kind of trying to. I know a lot of people didn't. I don't like him cornering her in and forcing her to respond to this question. But like I said, it's a tactic that a lot of people in this entertainment industry use. So it is what it is.
Because it just isn't something that we need to spend this whole interview talking about.
But Taylor, I mean, I got to be honest. You got to let me just give you a couple of tips here. You've got about 10 or 12 radio stations lined up after me, and they're all going to want to talk about this, Taylor.
Absolutely, but I think that if I asked them 3 times, and I've already talked about this in interviews,
they would move on.
I went on The View and just kind of went through a brief overview of what went down and everything.
And I'll tell you what, last question, then we move on, okay? One more, and then I promise I'll move on, all right? Do you think, and I think it's a legitimate question, do you think that Kanye West, do you think he has
Hey, guys, we've got to move on past that question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can we talk about something new, like her record, You Belong With Me, going #1? And
which is the whole purpose of her coming to radio. See, I understand why artists don't do a lot of, it was like, I don't know if this returning back, but there was a time when a lot of the bigger artists were not doing radio or certain circuits. They were not coming to certain personalities because they would focus on this sensationalism. They don't care about the record. A lot of these radio personalities, they don't do research on the record. They don't care who they interview. They just want the headline. So it was because of things like this and situations like this, they refuse to come to the station because they're going to be met with hostility. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand it. I understand why I asked you 3 times. And I don't know, that's her manager, her publicist. She was right by stepping in. I appreciate her for stepping in and be like, hey, listen, we got a record we're promoting. You know, I understand that. It would have worked in his benefit if he started and led with her talking about the record. If he would have led in and was like, listen, we're going to talk about the record. You talked about how fantastic the record is. And then maybe you eased in, because you already got her for an interview. If you eased in the question after asking her about the record or making her feel good and understand and actually demonstrate that you did research and are knowledgeable of her craft, maybe she'd be more inclined to be like, I usually don't do this, but listen, I'll give you what you want. You know, you've already done what I came here to do. Maybe that. But now, like, it's like you're kind of berating her without. That's an asshole move. But,
yeah, I mean, I'm about to get
this album platinum version coming out.
Yeah, I'm about to get to that.
Okay.
I'm about to get to that, but I mean, this is sort of the thing everyone's talking about. I don't watch The View. I find them very obnoxious.
100%. She never came back to that radio station in Nashville. She probably went to a. Now you could have had a partnership. See, you wanted the short run. Like, this is long drawn out. I don't know how this is gonna do as far as retention and watch time and people watching this. But now because you sacrifice a relationship. Now you could have had her back because if you were courteous and you were kind and you were polite to her. Now you have a locked-in Taylor interview that's beneficial for your ratings. So you blew the long-term goal of having a great relationship with artists, and you decided to go for the gamble. You decided to go for the short term. And now she's probably going to – I highly doubt she went back to this host. Let me know in the comment box if she did. I bet she never went back to the station again. I'd be really surprised. And if she went back to the station, I know it's not with this particular personality. So that's the risk she takes.
Is she walked away from the phone?
As she should.
Yeah.
As she should. Yeah.
I mean, I hate to point this out, guys. You've got 12 stations lined up after me. Everyone's going to ask the same stuff.
No, that's going to be addressed. They're not going to ask that.
Oh no! Yes, they will. Yes, they will.
Yesterday were the points that were.
No one's giving me any points.
Sure.
No one's giving me any pointers, any points.
Universal Public was to send those out.
Well, then somebody fell asleep at the switch because I never got. First of all, I don't do interviews where I get a list of demands of what I can't talk about.
No.
Yeah.
It's not a list of demands. No, sir. They just want to go on and move on from that because it's.
Respect to her. She's polite. Her manager, her PR, her publicist. She's polite.
It's been passed on.
Listen, but hold on. Listen, but for our audience, this is us, and we're interviewing her. It's new to our audience.
You guys have been awesome. You have been so supportive, and you guys sound wonderful. But I've got a job to do that I have to do on this end, where I've got to go on to the other stations, and we'd asked just a couple of times that she did address it, and then we moved on.
Can I say goodbye to her?
Well, we've actually got the next station online ready to go.
Well, that sucks.
I'm sorry. I will tell her you said.
All right, that's pretty. I really don't need to hear much more. I get the gist of it. I kind of don't care what he has to say after this, anyways. Yeah, that's the gamble you took for the ratings. That's the result. It is what it is. Yeah. Thank you to whoever sent me this. This was great content for me to kind of just express how I feel about certain radio stations, anyways. Very, good experience. I'm sure it wasn't a favorable experience for her. Maybe it was a favorable experience in teaching her what type of personalities, what type of energies and things of that nature, what they bring. But yeah, appreciate you for recommending this to me. Yeah, I'm going to get a battery. Big Steelo, I'm out. Y'all be safe.